All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. We got some breaking news this afternoon that I've been holding on to. I've kind of known some of this for maybe 24 hours or so. There were some pictures that were leaked. Actually, they weren't leaked, they were just posted. Neil Sean posted some rehearsals as Journey prepares to do their Lollapalooza gig and their ballroom gig. And lo and behold, there's a drummer in the photo that kind of looks like Deen Castronovo. And there's a bass player that kind of looks like Marco Mendoza. And sure enough, they're there. Now, what does this mean? Well, I don't know exactly what it means. Does it mean that Deen is back in the band? Does this mean that Marco Mendoza is back in the band? Obviously, Randy Jackson and Narada Michael Walden were announced as the band's new rhythm section. I know Deen Castronovo was probably in the running to be back in this band when the whole thing went down last spring or the spring before. It's been a long time since the whole ousting of Steve Smith and Ross Valerie. And people say, well, Deen would be the natural replacement because he knows the material. He's a perfect drummer for that style of music. And he can sing like nobody's business. If you've seen clips of Deen Castronovo singing Don't Stop Believin' with his new band called Generation Radio, which is an offshoot of his other new band called The Rise Above. It's hard to keep up with, folks. You're thinking to yourself, well, who does this better than Deen? Well, very few people on planet Earth have done it recently better than Deen Castronovo. Obviously, Steve Perry's shoes are rather large and difficult to fill, but Deen Castronovo, for my money, he can do it. So what I do know is this. They are rehearsing for the next couple of gigs to possibly be there on stage with Journey. I don't know pretty much I don't know anything else other than the fact that Deen and Marco are there, and I think they're going to be performing live with the band. Now, does this mean that Marco is replacing Randy Jackson? Does it mean that Deen is replacing Narada Michael Walden? I don't know that for sure. I do know that they were brought in and they will be performing with Journey. Now, again, this will raise a whole bunch of questions, and yes, I will probably do some speculation on the topic, but for those of you who are rapid texting me or sending me messages over on Patreon, yes, I hear you. I've known about this since yesterday, and I've been in contact with the powers that be, and what I can tell you is it's kind of breaking news. It appears that Deen and Marco are going to be performing live with Journey. So you can see these pictures, I believe, for yourself if you go over to Neil Sean's Instagram or Neil Sean's Facebook page. If Neil wanted to keep it quiet, he probably shouldn't have sent pictures out there that have Deen and Marco in the actual photograph, you know, but here we are. So there you have it. Not that you've heard it here first, because other people obviously beat me to this story, but I will be commenting further when I know more information, and I'm sure the folks in the rock media will take my lead because they're so diligent reporting rock news instead of political commentary. They're so diligent, so I'm sure they'll have this story at some point once they get it verified, but you can look at the picture and see that Deen is there and Marco is there. So interesting developments for Journey fans. A lot of people sending me messages saying, Deen Castronovo, he's a great vocalist. They probably have him there to help out on vocals. That would be one reason to recruit Deen back into the band. And obviously, he has a great energy, knows all the material. That might be the top reason why Deen is back there, why Marco is back there. They really know all of the Journey catalog. Marco Mendoza was part of Journey Through Time, and so was Deen Castronovo. So maybe Greg Raleigh will show up at a. Wouldn't it be awesome if Greg Raleigh showed up for a rehearsal? That would be like icing on the cake. And then ticket sales, boom, boom, boom. The only problem with that is that Greg's probably booked with Ringo Starr for the next 10 years because Ringo apparently doesn't age, and he'll be doing that until he's like 100. So in any event, more to come. If I know more, I will certainly do more content to update everyone on the situation.